All right, KandiShow episode 27. It is 10:15 a.m. It's August 16th, 2021, Monday. I'm Vinny Kandis.
I'm Ali Kandis.
All right, so we just have a bunch of random stuff today. So
it was a fun week.
It was a fun week.
Yeah.
Why was it fun?
Just a bunch of shit.
Just a bunch of
random stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So first off, I didn't tell Alec about this one because I wanted to just keep it random. So first and foremost, every day I wake up and I listen. I go through like the same 7 websites every day, and I've talked to Alec about this before, but that's not my point. My point is now I always scroll over to this, like the top stories on the iPhone. I don't know if everyone does that.
Yeah,
you do or don't.
I
Okay, well I know some people might. So there's like a top stories from like Wall Street Journal, Political, CNBC. You'll see Fox News, The Guardian, whatever. Yeah. So I was scrolling through the other day, and it was relatable because I am looking to buy a house, but I'm going to wait till 2020-2023. But it popped up America's hottest zip codes. And it's based on most in-demand area for real estate. And real quick, I'll tell you that it's Realtor.com's breaks it down. So Realtor.com examined 29,000 zip codes nationwide during the first 6 months of 2021 and ranked them based on how quickly homes sold along with how frequently listings were viewed online. Okay. So I'm going to have you guess. I'm going to cut out a couple for you first off. Okay. So in this one, it says America's hottest zip code isn't New York or LA. The website already says that. So it's not New York. And I'll cut out a couple more for you. Okay. So it's not going to be Las Vegas since we live here.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not going to be San Francisco. And I'll do another one that we think is trendy because we know Austin, Texas is not that either.
Really?
Okay, so I'm gonna cut those 3 out, and then I'm gonna give you 3 guesses.
Yeah.
And if you need, and then if you don't get,
what am I guessing? The top 3?
No, just one. It's one city.
Oh, just one.
The hottest.
Oh, the hottest
zip code right now for real estate.
Okay.
And I just cut out, so it's not LA, not New York, not Austin, Texas, not San Fran, not Vegas. What was one other said it wasn't?
Did you say San Fran?
Not San Fran, not Vegas.
All the ones you said,
not Austin, Texas, not New York, not LA.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. 3 guesses, and then I'll narrow it for you because I don't think you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
And then I'll narrow it for you. So go. So 3 guesses. City, hottest zip code that people want to live in. Go.
Okay.
First guess.
I would have guessed Austin and Vegas.
That's why I crossed them out. I crossed out ones I thought you might think of.
Okay. I'll go with Denver.
Okay. Close. That was a good guess. Though.
I'll go. Oh, that's close, huh?
That was a good one though.
Then what is it then? Damn, because I was gonna guess Nashville.
Okay, that's a second guess.
If it's close, is it Utah? Is it somewhere in Utah?
You can pick a city. Utah's a state.
Yeah, no. I really feel it's not Denver, huh?
No.
I don't know where else it would be.
Well, give me a third guess. You said Utah.
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, those are 3 good guesses.
Yeah.
So I told you I'd let you do 3 and then get to 2. So and the funny thing was I was my guess. I already had what my clue was gonna be.
Yeah.
My clue was gonna be it's one of our family members lives in that state. So you're close. So I'll put it like this: it is in Colorado, but it's just not Denver. So you got 2 guesses in Colorado. That's good though. That was a good guess.
I don't even know the cities. A Boulder City or something?
No, that's not one. No. Think hard for a second. Think. Do you want me to give you
Lakewood?
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
You know, give it.
Yeah.
So that was good. Denver was a good guess. So the winner, it's Colorado Springs.
Colorado
Springs is the most in-demand area for real estate, according to a new report from Realtor.com. It says properties in the zip code is 80916. Spend an average of just 4 days on the market before selling, compared to 33 days nationwide, according to Realtor.com. So, yeah, it also says the median prices for homes in the southeast slice of the Centennial State suburb is $318,000. That's significantly lower than the $472,000 median for all of Colorado Springs, but represents a massive 20% uptick since last year. Much of it's fueled by buyers from California and Texas.
Right.
So anyway, Colorado Springs, but that was a good guess.
From Texas too, huh?
Yeah, so that was a good guess though from Denver. But yeah, it was Colorado Springs. So I just thought that was interesting.
I'm surprised. Is Vegas in the top 3?
It doesn't show. It just says that Colorado Springs is number 1. Yeah. America isn't hottest zip. It said, well, at the beginning it says move over Beverly Hills 90210. So maybe that was first before. America has a new hottest zip code 80916.
Wow.
So maybe Beverly Hills has always stayed
Everyone's
hot.
leaving California, New York, all the main cities, they're pouring out,
But I'm sure
I would have guessed Austin.
Yeah, I'm
Las
sure
Vegas,
Austin's up there because Austin's like the same.
And Denver. Those would have been my 3. And maybe like Miami or something. A lot of people pouring into Florida, but The houses out here are going crazy too.
Yeah.
And
Well, everyone's saying
over-
it's high right now too, so it's not even a good time to buy.
No,
so
it's not.
That's why I'm happy I'm waiting until
Yeah.
2023. So that's the plan. Got a whole 5-year plan. So
That was some random shit.
Don't play
I
with
did
me.
not expect that.
It was good though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so also I wanted to ask you another thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, is the Olympics still going on or is it over?
It's over.
Okay.
You didn't watch the ending ceremony?
Did they have it? No, I didn't hear
Yeah,
about
they
it.
did.
When was it?
I watched like 2 minutes. Of
I'm
the clip.
like,
I think
what-
it was last week.
You probably
but
watched it with your mom while eating dinner. 'Cause I know you didn't
I
pick it
did.
by yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I honestly wonder if Alex knows the Olympics on or off. Like, I don't remember it ending or what a waste.
You know what? Last night, actually, I kind of went through some of the clips of watching
Did
some
you?
stuff. Yeah.
You must have been bored.
I was. You know, honestly.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know why?
I'm happy it's gone.
Do you know why? What happened? What popped in my recommended was Kurt Angle when he broke his neck when he won the gold medal.
You went some old school shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From 1990, it was just like the intensity was different.
Yeah,
like
what's
people
all-
really cared, you know.
Yeah.
Like Kurt Angle. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Kurt
I know
Angle
he
won the gold medal with
Yeah.
a broken neck. Like,
Damn.
yeah, like savage shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and then his like post fight interview, he's like so
Funny.
emotional.
So
It's like I
emotional.
dedicated my whole life to this.
The one
and-
thing I'll say that hurt this one was the fact
Yeah.
that there wasn't fans. You know,
Yeah.
the fans always does bring a different energy, so that might have made it a little flat. It was just flat.
I don't know if it's just because I'm older. I don't feel like the same. I remember when the Olympics came around, everyone was talking about it. It was like
Yeah.
the biggest thing, you know. Other than like the Simone Biles thing, I didn't really hear much about it.
People were talking
you
about.
know?
I could just tell from like my mom and shit. Like they
Maybe
liked
I
it
just
and-
don't keep my ear in loops
Yeah.
anymore, you know.
I mean,
It
if
could
I-
be that.
Yeah, like my mom and our dad both watched it. Like they would talk about it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like the Olympics are watching it. Like I don't care.
I never know if it's just because I'm a hermit or things have changed.
We
you know?
we're selective watching.
Yeah.
And we don't have cable TV on all day. I mean,
Yeah.
I have it on way more than you, and I still don't have it.
I never
still don't
have
put
it.
on.
I might put on a sporting event.
That's all. I usually have
randomly.
sports or
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, and Hendrix would have turned on a couple times, but anyway, I honestly thought you might think it was still going on.
I
But,
probably would have if I
who
didn't
won?
see
Like,
that.
USA had the most.
We ended up winning by one gold medal.
one gold medal. China
Yeah.
was second.
China was second. Yeah, we killed everyone in total
Total
medal
medals,
count.
but China was close with gold.
Yeah, they were
Wow.
winning until like the last day, and we won like 3 gold or something.
You know where I saw China won a bunch of random ones? Was skateboarding. I didn't even know Chinese
Yeah.
people skateboarded.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, I've
That
never
Japan-
seen a Chinese person skateboard.
Well, maybe
With
she
all
was.
due respect.
I thought it was a Japanese girl that was like 13 or 14
Maybe.
that won a gold medal.
That could be it.
There's some random ass ones.
Random ones. It was like all Asian people winning the skateboarding. And I'd
Yeah.
never seen an Asian skateboard.
There's this one 18-year-old Australian kid that's such a fucking sad. I don't even know skateboarding, but just watching him, you know,
It was
like
a
when
guy.
Pure,
It was
yeah.
Asian girls winning too.
Yeah,
They were
no.
killing it.
Oh, is it a girls division though? I think so. I think they have a separate division for girls and guys.
No, for sure. But
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
it was still an Asian girl winning it.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
all the
No,
countries.
that's crazy.
No, for sure it was
Yeah.
girls and guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I thought
it
that
was
was
kind
wild.
of.
So USA
that's
got
what
first.
I also watched though.
The only thing I cared about was basketball. And once that was
Yeah.
over, I didn't care, you know. And those games were always in the middle of the night. But once my Sylvania bet was done, I didn't really give a shit.
I mean, what's the girl that got caught for smoking weed and couldn't come?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
She was the one I was most excited to watch.
Did she ever come back and race?
No, she couldn't.
Okay.
Because the weed was in her system, they didn't allow her.
Okay. 'Cause I thought when
Yeah.
it first happened, they said she'd come back for the relay on the 6th or something. It was like a 30-day suspension.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
But she won anyway. Kanye West put her in that Dre Beats.
Oh no,
or,
yeah, but that's the only thing I was excited for
Yeah.
this Olympics.
Was
you
it?
know?
It wasn't Dre Beats. No, what was the commercial she had? Some kind of commercial.
Yeah.
It might have been Dre Beats with Kanye's song in it, something like that. 'Cause I think they were wearing the Dre Beats headphones, but whatever.
Yeah,
She got way more famous because of it and didn't even race. So
yeah. Shout out to her. She's such a savage.
And she's young. She'll be at 4 years, right?
Yeah, I watched
she's
a
like
clip
20.
of her running last night too, just crazy
Fast, yeah.
fast, bro.
And she was fly
It's
too, because she
crazy.
even had like the long, nice nails and shit.
Oh
and
yeah,
had her
with
hair
the
done.
blue hair.
don't
Yeah,
play
she's
with her.
fly. Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
All right.
Let's do. Where do you want to go first?
Um,
I mean, it's a lot of music stuff. So, do you want to start with Kanye stuff or do some of the side things?
let's start with Kanye.
Okay, let's start with Kanye.
Yeah.
So we've been waiting basically 3 weeks to do a Kanye West Donda album review, and it still has never come. So that being the case,
Pushed back like 3 times now.
pushed back 3
Yeah.
times, yeah, and he does this.
In
I don't know-
Kanye fashion.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people are saying he's waiting to drop verse Drake. Some people are saying he wants he sold 7 million in Donda merch
Right.
at the Atlanta live show, and he's done 2 of them. He did one like 2 weeks ago and did another one 2 weeks later. So some people are thinking maybe he just wants to do a couple of these shows, like live performances, so he can get a bunch of merch. You can't blame him. 7 million in merch.
Right.
So, and there's nothing going on. We got some NFL preseason football. No takes on that. I did place that $200 on 25-1 for Seahawks to win the Super Bowl, but that was my bet of the week last week. And there's just nothing going on. No one's doing nothing exciting. So we decided we're going to do our top 10 Kanye West songs personally, the ones we like the most, okay?
Yeah.
So I want to start with...
Wait, first off, I'm going to start with, again, like we just did the Nas album review from like King's Disease 2, which I thought was a fucking... I'm kind of bummed I gave it a 10, but because now, you know, where do you go when I'm grading
Well, that's
stuff?
why I don't do it.
But yeah, it was an amazing album. And I disrespected Nas for so long. And we did our top 10 rankings
Artists.
like 4 podcasts ago or something. And I skipped over Kanye and Nas. And now that like I'd just been listening to Kanye the past like 3-4 days, you know. So like, god damn, I feel so shitty that I didn't put him or Nas in my top 10, you know.
Yeah, I worked Tuesday through Saturday. I called him on Saturday and told him. So basically, this was mid-Saturday, and we're at Monday now. So 48 hours. The last 48 hours, we've both been listening to as much Kanye as we could. I was personally. I know that, and I know he was. So So first, I want to start with some honorable mentions. So these are some songs that didn't make my list. I don't know. I know Alex says he has a couple. I don't know if he has them written down, but
yeah, I do.
So these are songs that didn't make my list. That I really considered. Through the Wire, which is a classic, but Through the Wire didn't make it. Flashing Lights was one of those big pop ones, didn't make it. Touch the Sky with Lupe. I love Diamonds from Sierra Leone, especially with the Jay-Z remix, but it still didn't make it.
Okay.
I love, this one was the one that was hard for me, Good Life featuring T-Pain. I really like that song, but I just couldn't get it on there. And that's the thing, even with Kanye's big pop songs, were good. Like Power, No One Man Should Have All That Power. I love that song.
No, that's an amazing song.
But it didn't make it. Or
you didn't put that in, huh?
No. And also what's cool about him is even as big poppy as some of these people, all his things are like positive things, like Stronger.
It's all conscience.
Yeah, it's all conscious
rap.
thing. And people think like he just became Christian rapper now or whatever. He was talking about Jesus on 2004 on all those albums.
No, right.
It was always this spiritual thing.
That was another point I wanted to bring up. I don't think there's a pop star or a rapper as big as Kanye or ever been as big as Kanye that was a conscious rapper.
No, as influential.
Like,
and I have like a lot of
say,
these songs.
Yeah.
He invokes the spirit. The best songs are when the spirit's evoked on the music and you can feel it.
I mean, who's even close to the point, you know, that like continually put out music?
Well, that's why, like, to me, like, well, of course they're a little bit newer, but Chance the Rapper is similar to me.
No, but he's so much lower than Kanye. But no, I agree. That's the only name that comes to my mind.
And the only one would be that's what Jay Electronica does, just on his own metaphysical level.
Yeah, but
it's
again,
different.
He's not a super.
But that's why Kanye West is Kanye West.
The closest may be Jay-Z, but he doesn't even talk. I mean, the 444 he had some, but it was more like business advice and stuff. You know, it's not like real conscious.
No, like 12th album deep.
Right.
Kanye was doing on the first album.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, like Kanye, like we got to redo the top 10 list.
And look at it from this perspective. Now you know why the media has killed him so much. I mean, he had the most prolific like feeling in some of these songs when I went back and looked at it.
Well, and the things he stand for, you know, like completely against culture, and like the times where it's the hardest to do it too,
well,
especially
who
recently.
Was that?
You
and
know?
this is before him. Was Michael Jackson? Was that to a lot of people? Was that same provoking of positive feeling, and he got killed in the media too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the other one was Stronger. What doesn't kill me makes you stronger. You know, even that one. Mercy, which we talked about before the pod when we started recording. And then those are some of the big ones that didn't make it. The other one that, and my 10 I had, and I switched it this morning. So 10 at first I had, it was from College Dropout. I did Slow Jams. That was with Twista and Jamie Foxx. You know that? Do you know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know that song was, and that was when I was in high school, and that song was played a lot. But I had to put, so Slow Jams didn't make my list. So I'll start with number 10.
Wait, hold up. I didn't. Okay. I didn't put in Heartless. And
I didn't consider that one. I hated that album when it happened. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. I was young, but I love that song. I still like that song when I play through it. I like it. Bound to, that one didn't make it, and I love that song. It did not.
Oh, okay.
I love that song. Father Stretch My Hands, you know, that little 2-minute little segment that didn't make it. This one, it was really hard, man. It was really hard. I forgot how many fucking amazing songs he has.
Yeah.
You know?
You were singing Bound. He was singing Bound too before we started recording.
Yeah,
so I thought for sure you had top 10. I didn't think you knew that song.
I have it on 11 on my list.
That made mine. But keep going.
But no, those were the only ones. You covered all the rest. But yeah, Heartless and Bound to and Father Stretch My Hands. Those are the ones I was like intertwined with, and I couldn't decide between.
Okay, so let's go then.
Okay, cool.
So you start with I like when you start. You start number 10.
Okay, number 10, I went with Family Business off of College Dropout. Do you know that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I played through the whole College Dropout.
Okay, yeah. So Family Business from College Dropout. I wish we could play little segments,
I
but
do
we'll
too.
get copyrighted. And,
I was thinking about if I did it on my phone in the distance.
I don't want to even try,
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm going to go with Family Business, College Dropout at number 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 10 is also from College Dropout. I'm going to do it All Falls Down. That song is timeless, and it's one of those songs that always pops up.
10.
That's my 10, yeah. All Falls Down is number 10. I love that song. And again, I was fighting that with Through the Wire and Slow Jams. I didn't want to put more than 3 tracks from one album. But when I really look at it, we're going to do a top 10 album at some point. But I need some time for that. But I have to imagine College Dropout's in that top 10 for sure. I mean, there's like 6 classics on there.
Right.
So anyway, my number 10 is All Falls Down on College Dropout.
All right, number 9, I went with Blood on the Leaves off of Yeezus. Do you know that song? Yeah. Blood on the Leaves.
That's the one?
Yeah. A killer song.
All right.
I'm really curious what songs you have that I don't,
Yeah, well,
but
I don't have either of those two.
You don't?
No, I don't have Blood on the Leaves or Family
Really?
Business.
Wow, okay.
So my number 9 and number 8 were both similar because I was outside and they really just were the ones.
Yeah.
And in this order, I put 8 and 9. I'm going to flip it though. Number 9, I'm going to do All of the Lights. I just think that song is incredible. I was outside that was like 2010, but I turned 21 right around then. And that song always used to bang. I love that song. Kanye West, All of the Lights on my Dark Twisted Fantasy. Somewhere number 9, I'm doing All of the Lights.
Okay, cool. Number 8, I have Never Let Me Down off of College Dropout. Yeah. Another,
I have that one on there, yeah. That's one of my favorite songs, but we'll get into that one soon.
Yeah.
So my number 8 is The N-Word in Paris. I went to the Watch the Throne tour, bro. They played that shit 5 times in a row at the end, bro. Me and Charlamagne were getting it. But that was the one song in the clubs everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I would have a hard time finding a song. That shit was hard every time that shit dropped. But
all these songs are hard all the time.
Yeah. But that one was killing it.
Yeah.
That one, Jay-Z and Kanye, bro, I used to... that's when I was dancing in the clubs. But number 8, N-Word in Paris.
That's funny because I have it at number 7, N-Word in Paris, Watch the Throne.
Number 7? Okay,
yeah.
Number 7. Okay. My number 7 is Can't Tell Me Nothing. That one's on Graduation. That one was all over the years I've always played at. Just want to talk shit vibes. Like Can't Tell Me Nothing. So number 7, Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Okay, number 6, I have Devil in a New Dress off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
See, I don't have that one either.
Beautiful song.
But I think that's a classic album too, My Dark Twisted Fantasy. And people always said that too, even when I was like listening to Joe Budden.
You don't have that on your top 10?
No, I don't.
Really? I'm so surprised. Okay.
Rory and the other guy who's the manager guy used to always talk about that being probably their favorite album of all time. And that album is incredible. I honestly think I'll probably have 2 Kanye West albums on my top 10.
Damn.
The College Dropout and My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Because I have songs from Dark Twisted Fantasy too, just not the ones he's saying. So that's what makes it even better. So my number 6, the one he said he didn't leave on, Bound 2. I really love that song. When they have that little side singing come on, the part that was what he was singing before we started recording.
Yeah.
You can feel the spirit in that part, and that's important to me when that comes on.
Yeah, after doing this Kanye playthrough, it's crazy how much it changes how you feel.
Yeah,
it's all uplifting.
That's why I'm kind of happy we've had to do this. This is going to be good for a lot of things. We're going to do another one on Jay-Z and Eminem too, and I think we're going to find more love for Eminem again. Yeah, I'm going to talk about him in a second, but let's wait for that.
Yeah, cool.
So my number 6 is Bound 2.
Okay. My number 5 actually is one you mentioned you didn't put on your list at all, but I put Power.
Okay. I like that. I love that.
It's
song.
like the part of me didn't want to put it on just because it was such a big song when it came out.
Yeah.
What was that movie with Bradley Cooper? It was like the Limitless. That was an amazing movie. That was like the main song for that.
Was it on there?
Yeah, it was played so much, but like I haven't listened to it in a while. And then after playing through, I was listening to the gym this morning.
Were you?
Yeah.
No, those songs have to count, even if they were popular. I put some of the popular, All of the Lights, and if they were, they were impactful. So my number 5, this one is funny because this one came out on was this My Dark Twisted Fantasy as well? Yeah, it was. I honestly feel like I have a recollection that I might have made fun of this song at one point, but at one point I was kind of where Alec was now. When I was 23, is like I was only into like gritty, hard rap. So when I went back and looked at this, some of the songs still sounded good now, and I have a little bit more affection for certain type of songs now. So my number 5 is Runaway, featuring Pusha T on My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Toast to the douchebag. That song's hard, bro.
That was one of my that I left off.
That's an 8-minute song, bro. That song's really good.
No, it is.
I mean, the first 4 minutes and then the last 4 minutes is just musical instruments, and that's what Kanye's good at too. He knows how to invoke the spirit with the musical instruments.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His instrumentals are just phenomenal.
Especially for mainstream. That's what I always talk about with mainstream albums. It's hard to get that sound, and he was able to get it on some songs. Bro.
Well, I mean, he was a producer and then became a rapper, you know. Yeah. So that's his main shtick. But the beats are just phenomenal, and I love when they have the chorus, when it's the choir choruses, you know. Yeah. What number are we at?
I did just number 5. So my 5 is Runaway on My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
So my number 4 is Can't Tell Me Nothing. I forget what number you had.
I had 7.
Yeah, number 7. But yeah, so number 4, Can't Tell Me Nothing. That's one song I don't play Kanye a lot, but even randomly, I still play that song, you know.
Right.
So I had to put that up.
That's why I had it. So even when I deep dive, I had to make sure I put the ones on there that I know that even through the years I would always play without having to do the deep dive. So now my number 4 is I'm doing So Appalled, which is also on My Dark Twisted Fantasy. That one in general, I honestly would have to, I need to go, and at some point we're going to do this, but I would have to, I think that might be Jay-Z's hardest verse of just like braggadocious, talking shit, like I lost another 30, but unlike him, a 30 million can't hurt me. I'm fucking insane. I'm fucking out playing or whatever he's saying. But like Jay-Z was not happy during that recording, bro. That was probably when they put the devil on him stuff and they were talking about him being a devil worshiper and shit. He was angry in that verse, bro. And then just to have Kanye, Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Sci-Hi all in a song, that's fucking incredible. That's brutal. I got number 4, So Appalled.
Okay, number 3, I have Everything I Am off of Graduation.
Nice.
Again, another song that I loved.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think I just discovered that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I got to play that one. That one doesn't sound familiar to me.
I played through literally every album over and over. And there was like all these songs I kept playing through. I had like a good 20.
That was
on
Graduation?
I kept playing over and over. Yeah, of Graduation, Everything I Am. But I wish I put some of the lyrics down because it was just the harder the lyrics were and the more impactful they were, the higher they were up on my list. Of course, you know. Too. So
all right. So my number 3, and I'm assuming it's gonna be up there too because he didn't say it wasn't off it. My 3 is Jesus Walks. That was one of those ones that I always would play through over the last 15 years, 20 years, or whatever it's been. 2004, it's 17 years. So mine is 3, Jesus Walks.
Okay, number 2, I have All Falls Down off of College Dropout. Again, that's another song that I'll actually play randomly, and again has amazing fucking lyrics and everything.
We're gonna have the same. We're gonna have the same number 1, but my number 2, which I think he had number 9. My number 2 is Never Let Me Down off College Dropout. Kanye and Jay-Z. I love that song. It's an incredible song. But yeah, my number 2 is Never Let Me Down.
We must not, because Jesus Walks is my number 1.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jesus Walks is my number 1. I remember as a young kid playing through that, and I was raised in a Christian household, and then especially then, I was like really Christian. And then like everyone, like when I hit 13, 14, I kind of fell out of it. But I just remember like a cool rapper talking about Jesus and like all the content that he was saying. And I still play that shit today. I think it's maybe one of the hardest songs ever.
That's an incredible song.
Yeah. And like, especially again, as a pop star talking about Jesus. I mean, and he says it all in the lyrics. Yeah. Like if you don't talk about fucking bitches and get money, you don't get paid, you know? Like he actually talks about that. But
sorry, mama. Act a fool.
So Jesus Walks, number 1.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, so this one doesn't even make your list. I honestly think my number 1 is one of the greatest songs of all time.
What?
Ultra Light Beam. Kanye West featuring Chance the Rapper. Speaking of spirit invoked, that song is incredible. You know, I honestly I think that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Kanye West, Chance the Rapper. Speaking of the choruses, he has Kirk Franklin come at the end. I don't know the woman who sings, but my number 1 is Ultra Light Beam. Like I said, if we did a top 10 songs of all time, I think that's on there.
You know why? I kind of was trying to stay away from anyone that like when it wasn't just Kanye, you know? Okay. So like any song that had a feature, I kind of tried to stay away from, you know? But no, I love that song. Yeah. Yeah. But it wasn't, I didn't even consider it, to be honest. But no, that's an amazing song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. But again, I was trying to just stick to just Kanye for the most part, you know? Yeah. But yeah. But shout out to fucking Kanye, dude. I called you, I think, the day we decided we were going to start playing through it. Yeah. I was like, is Kanye the best ever?
Yeah. And I didn't, and I thought that too, and I didn't call him because I wanted to talk about it on the pod. But I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this guy is incredible after incredible. I mean, who could even go against him? 20 songs. Who could even go against him?
That's what I mean.
It would have to be Drake probably. And I don't know. I don't know if Drake would win.
No,
but that would be the.
It depends on who's the crowd and like who you're trying to.
But between me and you, I mean, who would have? It would probably have to be Drake if we just had to pick. They might set that up, honestly. If they're waiting to drop this album together, you know, and then they could do that. And that
they would never do verses.
Do you know what that
They're so above verses.
Bro, but do you know what they would break?
They would never do it.
Bro.
They would never do it.
Everyone would watch.
Yeah, but they don't care.
I think they would.
They would never do that.
I think they would, bro.
Really?
I think so.
I think there's actual tension. Like, it's not just fun and games.
Yeah, but for here, 10 mil a piece.
They don't need 10 mil. Kanye's a billionaire.
That's
Drake
true.
is close.
That's true.
So they don't give a fuck about verses.
I did hear that thing too. That thing that people were saying about too, like Kanye versus Drake, best artist of all time too. Yeah. Like Kanye wins also, not only just his songs alone are probably better, but also because he.
Just purity.
Well, I mean, it made millions elsewhere.
Yeah.
Drake hasn't had clothing lines, Adidas, Yeezys, or now Kanye West is the creative director of Gap.
He had OVO Jordans that are very popular.
But he didn't create that. Drake just made a partnership with Jordan, and they added OVO on there. Kanye was in the lab creating the shoes, and you know.
That's true.
They just put his name on a Jordan, but.
I don't think, and that's why, like, honestly, on my top list, Kanye might be number one.
Yeah.
I might even have to put him above Jay-Z, and I don't want to say that yet. Yeah. I need to go back through Jay-Z. Yeah, I'm so fresh into Kanye.
Yeah.
But I like... just like you said, like the consciousness, and even from his first couple albums, it's like the things he was saying and continue to say as a superstar,
right?
When it's the hardest to do it with all the influence in the world,
right?
So Kanye, I mean, shout out to fucking Kanye.
So it would be hard to find. So it would be hard to find someone for his 20 songs. Drake
Jay-Z,
would be the one.
Like, could Jay-Z even?
Yeah, this is different.
Could even have? Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. I think Drake's probably the best matchup. But
who else would even be there? Like,
Drake.
Maybe someone could compete with, like, if we did like 5 or 10 songs. But if you go 20 deep, if you go 25, 30 deep, I don't think anyone touches Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kanye.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Did any songs or albums surprise you, like, that you played through and like?
No.
No.
I mean, I would say College Dropout. Honestly,
same.
I forgot how much it was,
yeah.
And also I used to be around. Shanae's older brother, and said how much he used to always tell me how much that album literally impacted his life.
Damn.
Yeah, and he even said like it made him stop wanting to do college, and it literally was called College Dropout. Well, it's a good thing or bad thing, but that album had a big impact on people. I would have been 14, but like to like some of the early 20s and late teens, early 20 people, that song was like very impactful.
Yeah.
So to the culture, But yeah, shout out to Kanye. That album's incredible. I again, when we do the albums of top 10, I'm telling you these two are gonna be in my top 10. I'm wondering where they are on the top 10, but that's gonna take some time. I need to really take some time before we do the top 10 album ones. Right. The thing I was thinking though, make sure we put these in the titles of our podcast so when we can look back too. We did it for our top 5 albums of the last 5 years. Did we put that in the title of the pod?
I don't think so.
We need to check, and we should just go put it.
Definitely in the audio it is, but I don't know for the YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the audio, we can always look back and see it in the audio thing. Okay, cool.
But yeah,
so we have a check
so
mark. Because we have a lot, we're gonna.
Yeah.
I want them to be check marked. This one was put in our podcast audio, Kanye West top 10 songs. But we're gonna do a Kanye West top 10 songs video.
I'm so happy you had this idea though.
Yeah, this was cool.
Again, I've been disrespecting Kanye so long, Nas so long. We should just start making this a thing.
No, we're going to. I'm telling you, we're gonna do an Eminem one soon too, and that's gonna be our transition. We'll get into in a second. So that's it on Kanye West, right? Shout out to Kanye West. I can't wait for this new album, Donda. Again, we already listened to some songs on there too, and there's some fucking.
I only listen to one.
One, fine. But there's some really prolific songs on there. You heard You heard the Jay-Z song too.
I heard the little
clip
YouTube
of it. Okay, yeah. That's all I heard of that one too. All right, shout out to Kanye West. Let's move on.
Cool.
So we're gonna say music, some random music stuff. So Charlamagne the God came out and honestly disrespected Eminem, and this is something I honestly think we've gotten to this point. I'm gonna call him Marshall, but we've gotten to this point of disrespecting Marshall Mathers, like at a weird. I don't even know why, but to the point where he said that that Eminem couldn't beat Tekashi 6ix9ine in a versus. He did say Future too. I would give Future a way better shot than Tekashi 6ix9ine just because Future has like bangy bangs. It would depend on the crowd, but I think Eminem's getting a little bit too much disrespect now, and it made me think like, who do you think would be a good versus with Eminem?
I've been thinking about this after I saw that clip with Charlamagne. I was thinking, like, what songs of Eminem would, like, resonate in a top 10, top 20 battle?
See, I think Eminem and Jay-Z would be a better thing than, like, Jay-Z versus Kanye. Because Kanye has too many prolific, like, upbeating things.
So what songs are in your head when you think Eminem in a verses?
Well, I mean, if we go
just off the top.
So we go the big one, Lose Yourself, Till I Collapse.
Yeah. Those are my two. Lose Yourself, Till I Collapse. And then where do you go?
Well, no, you'd have to go...
The new Slim Shady.
Well, yeah, that would be on there versus like Jay-Z's most poppy, like I got 99 problems but a bitch ain't one or something.
Right. But like, can you get a good? You can't get a 20 out of Eminem.
Oh, I can.
You can?
We're gonna do it. Yeah,
really?
We're gonna.
You can get a 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It would just have to again if we're doing
Yeah, name some more because I think those are the songs that pops in everyone's head. Lose Yourself.
Right.
Till I Collapse.
So let me pull up I need to pull up.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot. And again, I agree with you. I think Eminem's getting disrespected a little too much. I think it's just such an easy target because he's the biggest rapper and he's white. You know.
And again, my conspiracy theories is, like, I don't know if you would do, like, Love the Way You Lie and this kind of stuff. Like, we'd have to go farther back.
I don't think you could.
But you would do that against Jay-Z if he did, like, I don't want to say Run This Town.
Empire State of Mind.
So, but we have to go back to, like, 2002. Like, Eminem, like, White America was big. Like, that was a big, White gritty America. Song. Let me tell you another one that I have that Sing for the Moment is an incredible song.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. I love that song.
Incredible song.
Toy Soldiers.
Till I Collapse on there. Toy Soldiers would be one.
Yeah.
Without Me was popular on there. Marshall Mathers LP. Let's see here.
Like, I love Drug Ballads.
The Way I Am. I'm just so sick and tired of being admired. That song's incredible.
That's true. Okay.
So we got here. Drug Ballads, incredible. In my personal opinion.
Yeah, I love that song. Hollywood.
I'm a Criminal. I remember when I used to play shit. I was driving to UC Bearcats camp, and this guy Rodney, who I used to drive there with, and play some of the shit. I was like, damn, this is a little like too hard for me at my age. But
really,
I remember that shit. Yeah, that shit was hard. But
I miss that feeling.
Yeah,
I remember I used to get that too when I was younger.
Yeah.
I miss having that.
Oh yeah, I don't even feel shit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then you could do a lot of the Bad Meets Evil. There was Bad Meets Evil with Royce the 5'9" on there. Still Don't Give a Fuck. Just Don't Give a Fuck. Rock Bottom's really good.
You're right.
And this is just, songs. And these are just 2002 and under. Because I believe, the conspiracy theory is Marshall got cloned after 2002, the Eminem show. So, but we'll leave that for another day. So they said like anything after 2002 Eminem show was this new Eminem. But because then it goes to Encore, like Toy Soldiers on there. Yeah, I only really like anything 2002 and below.
So you think Eminem versus Jay-Z is a
because they're both Jay-Z and M don't have the uplifting like Kanye, that spiritual thing. They both have this kind of grittier thing to them with the big pop songs.
I think like Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z. I think you could have them battle.
But Nas can't keep up with them just because Nas would have to do something different because Nas doesn't have like the big things like they have.
Yeah,
I honestly think that's the one. Jay-Z and Eminem. Yeah. Take away like Skin Color and shit.
I mean, does Drake beat both of them?
Drake beat both of them?
Yeah. I guess it depends on the audience, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But from public perception, I think Drake beats both of them.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I think it's generational.
How about Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne versus
those guys. Drake, Eminem, Jay-Z.
I don't know. Some people would say I don't like the matchup.
I think you and I probably wouldn't put it. I think a lot of people would though.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Eminem hasn't been Eminem since 2002. Like these others, And I liked like Music to Be Murdered By. I played Leave in Heaven a lot and shit, but people don't know that song, and so they didn't play that song. Yeah. So it'd have to be. It'd have to be 2002 and below, and really. But
that's what I mean. Maybe that's why like it's easy to forget about those songs just because he hasn't had any. I mean, I felt the same way. I loved Music to Be Murdered By when that came out. It's that one. What's the one song you just said? I'd like
Leaving Heaven.
I'd like three. I played a lot, and then they had the Slaughterhouse Without Joe Budden.
I'm the Doctor. That song with Skylar Grey back in the day.
Yeah,
but
maybe. If you're battling pop songs.
Jay would have been.
But Eminem, I think Charlamagne.
You could find 10 M pop songs with 10 J pop songs, and then you could do 10 gritty M songs, 10 gritty J songs. I think that would be. I think it'd be
Jay probably wins.
It's a fun matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But. What do you feel about why do you feel people keep attacking Eminem and discrediting him?
Because Marshall hasn't been in Marshall since 2002.
Yeah.
And then it became this like.
Do you feel like he's just an easy target too? Or no?
I don't know what it. I mean, again, it's just the white rapper thing.
It's a white rapper thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, he's been this thing. There's no one like him either. So there's no comparison. In rap that's been so big. And then white, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to even compare him to. And again, if he hasn't been real in 19 years, like Jesus Christ. But
you think he was cloned?
For sure.
You think he was cloned?
For sure.
Bro.
I went on that deep dive back in the day, for sure.
Bro.
He basically died. No, for sure, I promise.
He didn't get cloned.
Bro, you can pull up Marshall. You can pull up him, Marshall Mathers. That's why they all call him like Marshall. They don't even call him Eminem. They're real people. But yeah, for sure, for sure.
No.
He says it in Real Slim Shady. Like he even says about them being him in the clone. And then he tells us in multiple videos.
I think you fell too deep in the YouTube.
He almost died. He after the Eminem show tour, he literally almost died on pills. He had to go to the hospital, and they built a new Eminem. It's 100% sure.
We need to make that a segment.
Yeah. When we get bigger, we'll get into some of that deeper shit. But yeah,
that would be fun.
For sure. If you can show videos of Marshall when he was the real Marshall, and then this new guy. It's a different dude.
I mean, you don't think maybe he just got sober? He grew up a little bit.
I got sober. And
people change.
Like a totally new human being.
You look like a completely new human being.
No.
Yes, you do.
I look older.
No, you look completely different.
No.
Okay. I might need to save this moment at 36 minutes and fucking put 2 pictures of you.
You can't do a little like where I look skinnier. It's different between just looking skinnier and like worn out.
No, your face. Everything look different. You look completely different now. That just happens. Every 7 years you have completely new skin. Everything.
From age difference and stuff. But I'm telling you, he was cloned.
I think you felt.
And this is the real thing. Our guy Tom McDonald says it too. Like this is not like me just saying. This is like a thing that people talk about. That Mr. Tommy clone rappers. That's like the biggest thing. But yeah, Eminem says it in the Real Slim Shady. He says it in the other one too, Rap God, where he's like on the bed and they're like recreating him. But anyway, shout out to Eminem.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marshall Mathers.
I mean, do you think maybe it's just like, it's not supposed to be taken literally, What? Maybe it's like the industry turned him into a new person just from influence and everything. Maybe it's, it's not supposed to be taken literally.
What part? What do
You're saying he says these things in the songs that he's gotten cloned and everything. Do you think maybe that he's not saying it for it to be taken literally,
Do I think he's taking it for not to be like he's just joking?
No, not joking, but it's just like, you tell mythology. I'm trying to find a specific word, but I can't find it. Because you're taking it literally. You're taking him getting cloned and stuff literally. Maybe he's just using that as a figure of speech of how he's changed as a human and things,
Sure.
You're taking it like...
No, he was really cloned, yeah. And if you were going to do it, it would be like, and that's where you would try it, and would be this big music show of the world, where I mean, people thought that was with Michael Jackson, but really he had just lymphantigo and his skin changed colors.
Yeah.
But, I'm leaning towards that. It wasn't, I mean, he totally looked like different. He went from black to white. Mm-hmm. Like, for real. And they said, too, the Michael Jackson thing, when he was black, he was at a Pepsi commercial. The Pepsi, like, blew up, and it fucked up his whole face. And so they made a new Michael Jackson. I don't know if that's the case. Yeah. But...
All right, we'll save this debate for another time.
But shout out to Marshall. We're going to do a deep dive Marshall soon, too. I'm going to pull up some of those old albums.
How about 50 Cent? Where's 50 Cent in there?
That might be a good one, Eminem and 50 Cent.
Yeah, they would never go against each other, but...
I don't know if 50 has 20 songs. That's the only thing. I'd have to...
You don't think 50 has 20 songs?
We'd have to look.
The whole Get Rich or Die Trying album. The whole album.
Maybe, but...
The whole album.
We'd have to look.
No, 50 has 20. Are you kidding me?
I'm saying, I don't know.
Oh, we got to do a 50 Cent deep dive, bro. Yeah. I don't think you've shown enough love to 50 Cent.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Let's see real quick.
You don't think he has 20? 50 Cent has an easy 20. Easy 20. I take 50 against a lot of guys. A lot of them.
I mean, he doesn't have that many albums. It's just the
It doesn't matter. That Get Rich or Die Trying, I maybe had the biggest numbers until Drake
that
or
was
something,
a huge album for sure.
But the songs are great too. Bro, you're just
Massacre.
Shout out to 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent.
Yeah. We'll get into that. We're going to hold people on here while we do that. But anyway, shout out to Marshall Mathers. Let's move on real quick.
All
right. So last thing is, what do you think about Robin coming out as bisexual?
I mean, with the tights, you could have taken the guess, Always following a man around.
Bro,
wearing tights.
Bro, men can be on teams and fight bad guys together.
Yeah, but it was weird.
Batman wears tights. Superman wears tights.
Yeah, but Batman was doing his own thing, and then Robin kind of like followed him, and
That's okay.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, jeez. So anyway, Robin came out as bisexual like 50 years later, so that's cool.
Right.
All right, let's move
Random.
on.
No. Are you done with music?
Well.
Because I have one thing.
Okay, yeah, go. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I listened to the Boozy song, but no.
Yeah. Let's get it. That's a Robin point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say. Boozy did make a song, him against the world, going at the LGBT community.
Yeah. And he said he wished Pac was here because he would have probably said something.
Oh, did he say that in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know
I only played it once.
I only listened to it once, but that was the one that resonated with me. He's like, I wish Pac was here so he could talk some truth to the people. But, I guess Boosie has a fucking...
Go Boosie.
Yeah.
Boosie's the same one who dissed Dwayne Wade's son, too, right? Or daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever watch...
Is it a son or a daughter? I forgot. The Dwayne Wade, honestly. Is it a son? It's a son who went to a daughter, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
But yeah, he did speak on that. He has been vocal about his opinions and everything,
right.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I think everyone can have their own opinion.
Sure.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Right.
But Boosie has some fucking big balls.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Boosie.
Yeah.
I like Boosie.
For just doing shit like that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Someone.
Did you ever watch his podcast with Mike Tyson? I asked you to watch him. So you never watched it? I never watched it. Fuck, man. Because
That's
Mike
when
Tyson,
he talks about Dwayne Wade's son, though.
Yeah.
But Mike Tyson gets, angry at him, right?
Well, I guess Mike Tyson's daughter's a lesbian or something.
Okay.
But you should watch that podcast.
Okay.
It's really funny. It's really funny. But are we done with that?
Yeah, I'm skipping over that. Let's go.
So I check DJ Academics almost every day, and I saw Moneybagg Yo sign this new artist, Janaya.
Okay.
And when I'm not listening,
that's funny you said that. Yesterday, Shanae was taking a bunch of pictures in the garage playing Moneybagg Yo. She's like, "Why don't you ever play Moneybagg Yo?"
Oh, really?
I'm like, "That's just not my music." I know there has some bangers that the girls like and shit, but
yeah. So I saw this clip on Instagram, and every once in a while I like to listen like Summer Walker and who's the one Joe Budden always shouts out? I let me pull this up real quick. But Moneybagg Yo signed this new artist, Janaya, and it was just a clip on Instagram. It was a 30-second clip, and it was hard too. It sounded amazing. Like she seems like a star. Singing. It's R&B, but she murdered it. And I just want to hop on it early and co-sign it because she's not big yet, but she's gonna be like Summer Walker type deal, So shout out to Janaya.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to make this in a little clip, and I'll put the clip of her singing on it because she looks like a star.
Yeah, we saw Moneybagg Yo on there. Remember, he was like the top 3 like earning this year or something when we put up that one thing. It was like Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo. It was like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Was the biggest album or biggest earnings or something? I don't know what it was.
I've never listened to him.
No, I don't either. Shanae was listening in the garage yesterday.
She would.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah, shout out to Janaya. She's
shout out to Janaya.
Yeah.
Are we done with music?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get into the fight thing too. Since we're on music, should we do our songs of the week or should we just leave?
Yeah, you want to just do it? Yeah. Might as well.
Okay.
Get it out. Yeah.
And then you can just clip the end.
Oh, bro.
What up?
We Cassidy Tory Lanez, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a big take on it. My only take is this. I honestly think.
Hold on. Let's lead into it.
Okay.
So for those that don't know, Tory Lanez got accused of stealing some of Cassidy's bars on his freestyle on Funk Flex, and then Cassidy came out talking shit on Instagram, and ended up dropping perjury. Right, that was the first one. Yeah, he dropped perjury, and then Tory kind of came out and was like apologizing. He's like, I don't know, like I showed you love on my first freestyle. I don't know like why these OGs always tend to shit on us young cats, And but he ended up dropping a song. What's it called? When It's Dark.
Yeah.
Which is hard as fuck.
And it wasn't even a straight just diss.
It wasn't just
Cassidy.
straight diss,
he just
but
threw
it
a couple
was
shots.
But it was. He threw some shots.
Yeah.
And then today, Cassidy dropped a 7-minute diss track called Plagiarism.
Right.
And Vinny, you said you thought it was hard. I didn't like it.
Yeah. So the first one I knew was just a bait. He was looking for a fight type thing, you know. So and that one wasn't as good. But this next one, once Tory threw the little shot on him on that song When It's Dark, then Cassidy came in. This one was hard, yeah. And he dropped like a bunch of like relevant shit, Basically even like that popular Tekashi 6ix9ine Whack 100 interview. He's like, Whack 100 called Tekashi 6ix9ine a civilian, so you're supposed to tell the truth. You're not supposed to stand up to the feds.
Yeah.
He called Tory Lanez a civilian, but yeah, that track was hard.
I thought he had some cool lines, but when it came to rapping,
you underestimate Cassidy just because he's not that relevant of a person to you.
No, I know, but I listen to the rap.
Yeah,
but I'm not a huge fan of Tory Lanez. Like, I like him.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm extremely biased. If he was getting murdered, I'd admit it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't even think Tory Lanez even needs to respond.
Yeah.
I think When It's Dark was hard enough for, like, I don't think either of Cassidy's songs even compares to When It's Dark.
Yeah, well, two things. I think When It's Dark might be the hardest song this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
but
you have to at least match. Like, in my opinion, with the 2 songs, he didn't even match When It's Dark.
Cassidy was playing for sport, though. Tory Lanez just made a hard song. You know, and Tory Lanez.
What does that mean?
Like for sport. Like, Cassidy, like, Joe Budden wouldn't go make a When It's Dark. Joe Budden would do a 7-minute track that Cassidy did. But
it would be extremely different level.
But for sport, you know, like, Tory hasn't came at him for sport.
I think Cassidy is just like was actually like hurt by it and, like, you know, wants a little attention.
Cassidy's a battle rapper. He's in this for sport. You know, he's in this to
and
rap
for attention.
For 7 minutes.
And for attention.
Sure.
Tory Lanez is a big name.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
It just, you know, it didn't connect with me.
Yeah.
And
Cassidy had songs with R. Kelly, and, like, Cassidy was huge back, you know, 12 years ago.
No, I understand.
So I mean, it's like, and he's one of these real guys who left the industry, went to battle rap. Like, he's a real dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's just looking to rap. Of course, it's definitely, he says in there, he's like, this is gonna make TMZ. Wendy Williams might talk about this. He addresses that too, like people saying that this might just be for show. You know, he's talking shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tory did do this with Joyner, right? Was it with Joyner when they went back and forth? I think it was Joyner and Tory. Yeah. So Tory does do this. We'll see. Again, Tory's busy. I mean,
if we're just comparing rap, though, you think who has the leg up?
It
wasn't just a straight diss song.
I don't think Tory's played. You know, like I almost think that Tory feels like what you're saying. He doesn't even need to respond. Tory's so big. He just made Cassidy bigger. Now maybe after this one he will, but I think that Tory Lanez song though is one of the hardest songs this year. Like I said, I was telling you before, like he sounds like Meek Mill used to sound type stuff. That song is hard, bro. I would have to look through the hardest songs this year. I think that Tory Lanez song is the hardest song this year. But I don't really look at it like it's a diss song versus Cassidy. I just think he threw a little like sub shots at him. But
yeah, that's almost like when Joe Budden dropped like the 3 tracks and then Drake just dropped the one.
Yeah,
subliminal.
Joe is Cassidy in that position.
So, but I mean, Joe,
Tory doesn't have to. If we're just comparing rap, and that's the thing. Tory doesn't have to. If he wants for sport, then he'll do it. But we'll see. I hope he does. This one was a little harder. I like this Cassidy song a lot more.
Maybe I need to play through it again. I mean, I listened to it at the gym. Yeah. But I just...
That one was good. I played through it in my car on the way here. It was good. It was better.
I
told you I didn't like the first one that much either. But I thought that one he was just kind of trying to bait him to see if Tory would come. And Tory didn't for like 2 weeks. He dropped that song like 2 weeks later, but then threw some sub shots at him. So But Tory Lanez is honestly becoming one of my favorite like current guys right now.
I know.
You know, when he raps. Like there's not many guys who rap better than him when he chooses,
or harder
when he chooses to rap. So.
And he's Tory Lanez has been pairing himself with like social media stars.
Well, we saw that. Yeah, he was on the biggest podcast right now.
Which one?
He was on the biggest podcast. The
Tory Lanez,
the Nelk Boys, and the.
Right. The Nelk Boys and
that guy.
And who's the Aiden? Right? Is that the kid's name? The white kid that's really popular now.
Yeah, well, I'm not on that podcast. Is it something separate you're saying?
Something separate. Yeah. I'm just saying he's pairing himself well with the social media. You know, you can see the genius behind that.
Even when he got in trouble with Meg, he was at the pool with Meg and Kardashians, and you know.
The only 2 artists that are doing that, at least that I visibly see, is Tory Lanez and 6ix9ine. You know, and both marketing geniuses
yeah. So he's both doing it. There's some of these YouTube guys that are huge, the Nelk Boys and Aiden and these people are getting like 1 million views, the Logan Paul, Jake Paul type thing.
Yeah, so even if you don't like them as people, you have to give credit when credit is due when it comes to marketing and.
It seems like Tory's coming back around the cancel culture thing because he obviously got charged, so there's nothing, you know.
I think he's like purposefully starting to go after a younger audience with going on that Nelk podcast and then going on Aiden's live stream a bunch and you know being almost like a star on that. So he had this big freestyle on Aiden's live stream on Twitch that went really viral.
Recently?
I don't know if you.
Or a while ago.
Maybe the past month. Past few weeks. I'm surprised you didn't see it. No. But yeah. It was more like a silly thing.
When Aiden walked off Adam 22 and said, I should have sucked your dick, I don't watch Aiden.
I don't know him too much, to be honest.
You told me he was the one who says something. Or says,
he says like sus shit. I've seen compilations of him saying sus shit.
That's like a thing you said to me one time.
Yeah. It's like all these young kids thing is that. I guess kids think it's funny.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. All right, so...
But shout out to him. I mean, he's become a star off of Twitch.
He was on.
We both game like crazy.
He was on the Rolling Loud stage.
Yeah, he's a star.
I showed to all these guys on YouTube who were gotten really big.
Twitch. Twitch guy,
yeah.
Which to me is even it's pretty cool, especially coming from he's a Call of Duty player.
I mean that's what DJ Academics was doing for a while.
Yeah.
But now obviously I'm curious that deal he got
he
with
still
Spotify.
does. He live streams on Twitch and stuff.
I think he's going like exclusive to Spotify September. I don't know if that means he can't do Twitch anymore, but his thing doesn't start till September.
I think just for podcasts.
For podcasts, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'd be surprised if he gave up all that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
all right.
I don't even know why we went on that rant.
Well, we wanted to finish with
Tory
music,
Lanez,
and we went Tory Lanez and Cassidy. So
okay, cool. And then did you have one more thing in music?
Well, we're gonna do best songs this week or no?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay, best songs, and we got a little fight thing we want to do at the end. So best songs this week, my number. So I honestly, because we did so much Kanye in the last fucking 48 hours, I didn't even have much time to listen to some newer songs. Let me find the ones that I did listen to.
I'll start then.
Okay, go.
I heard this song "Break After Break" with West Side Gun and Fabulous off the Godfather of Harlem soundtrack.
Okay.
And it was actually pretty hard. Do you know what the Godfather of Harlem is?
No.
I've been seeing that picture a lot. Is it
it's a show.
Or is it a movie?
It's a show.
I wonder if it's good because I've been hearing some pretty hard songs off.
They've dropped a song off there like every couple of weeks. I've been seeing,
and they've been good too.
Yeah.
So my first song in the first top 2 best songs of the week is "Break After Break" with West Side Gun and Fabulous.
Okay. I did play through that whole Benny the Butcher Pyrex Picasso album because it's only 7 tracks at the gym. I don't have a song on there that stood out off the top of my head, but I'm just going to say my favorite songs of the week are the whole Pyrex Picasso album, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah,
that's the only new thing I listened to this week because then we went all into Kanye. And I work now 11 to 6:30, so I don't have as much time to listen.
Yeah.
Well, especially if I went on a 48-hour deep dive of Kanye. But.
Right. But
another one.
Yeah, actually, Pyrex Picasso, the song was my favorite song of the week.
Was there a song on there called Pyrex Picasso?
Yeah, with Benny the Butcher featuring Conway and Rick Hyde.
Rick Hyde and Conway.
And that song is fucking hard. That whole album's hard.
Yeah.
If you like,
I felt like the first song really stood out to me, the first name basis, but I could be wrong. Again.
I think it's a second song. I think it leads with like a 30-second interlude or something. But yeah, if you like grit music or you need music for the gym, first off, all the what is their group? Griselda. All the Griselda albums are hard, but this Pyrex Picasso is real hard.
So Machine Gun Kelly's new song Paper Cuts didn't do it for you?
I didn't even play it.
Okay.
I think I'm butthurt with Megan Fox. I don't think I can ever.
Do you think Machine Gun Kelly will ever rap again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I keep having this thought in my head. I'm like, he's gonna come out of this dark moment and get back in the booth and rap.
I hope. Well, yeah.
I hope
so.
They went to ayahuasca. He should be doing a little better. I hope. But
yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But yeah, I'll be here when he starts rapping again.
Yeah, me too.
Until then, I'm gonna just be butthurt about him being with Megan Fox.
We did a video reaction on one of Machine Gun's videos. It was probably our best video ever, and the audio didn't work. We were dying laughing, bro. And honestly, I don't think it would have worked anyway because he signed major by major, so it would have been copyrighted. But we literally, Alex spit out his water. Dude, they were like, fight, fight, fight. We're like, what is going on, bro? It was hilarious. Or Alex spit out his water. We were dying laughing. And of course, the video we didn't record it.
That was like a real spit take. I don't think I've
ever that was hilarious.
Out.
We were dying. We didn't see the video. No, we didn't even know
we have like 3 videos that we can't release that are hilarious.
That one was funny, bro.
You know, I was thinking about this because I was like, it was a random shower thought I had. Okay. I was like, I don't think Megan Fox is attractive now because of MGK.
That's not right, but
like, if a girl's with a guy, does it sometimes discredit the girl? Like, if it's a guy that's just like so corny or something, like, do you discredit
I don't
her?
think Machine Gun Kelly. I like Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly had like a real come up.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
think about this. When I was watching,
she left her family with her kids and shit.
Well, I that's who I questioned. I questioned her.
Yeah,
you know,
but
I think she's a dark little Satan worker.
I hope not. But sure. I loved her in Transformers when I was a kid. I think it was my first crush or something. Yeah. And then seeing this, she's lost all value to me. Yeah. It hurts my heart as a child.
No, I agree. She's lost value to me in general.
Have you ever had that though? Like when a guy's with a girl and then it completely crosses that off, or is that just me?
Like it crosses the girl because she's with that guy?
Yeah. Nah. It's just like so corny. It's like no. That shit devalues.
I'd have to think, but I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but shout out to them. Yeah. You know, they're in like the heart of Hollywood. You know,
they're like one of the biggest couples.
Not for play right now. So
yeah.
All right, that's it. So let's do. All right, so this is what we're gonna end with. So we got a big fight coming up.
Shit. Well, I have one more silly thing. Okay. If you want to end with that. Did you listen to the Chet Hanks vaccine rant?
I did. I watched the 40 minutes.
How fucking funny. Should I play it for the people?
If you want.
Yeah, let me play this for you guys real quick.
It's a 50-second one. He's just like in his room, like talk about it.
If you don't know who Chet Hanks is, it's Tom Hanks' son.
We did a video reaction to this thing.
We did. He's actually starting to rap now, and he's very controversial with his opinions and him rapping and stuff, and people like to hate on him.
He said, if you guys have an opinion of taking the vax, I should have the opinion of not. My immune system.
Don't spoil it for the people.
My immune system says I'm strong.
Wait, where's the actual?
It's on.
Here we go. Wait,
no, it's on WorldStar. Go to WorldStar.
Okay.
For our podcast listeners, he's pulling up this little vid real quick.
Yeah, I want to play this clip for you guys because I died laughing.
They ain't sticking with me. It's funny that this is really like a thing, but I guess this whole COVID thing is funny. But there it is, right there. That's the one I watched.
He stands by it.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking for the clip in the car when he says it.
Oh, that's the one I watched right there. That's good. I should play it. All right, he's playing the audio. They can hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep this real simple for you guys. Real simple, okay? Just like you have the right to be mad at me because I said I'm not going to get the vaccine. Oh, I can't believe he said that. I'm so mad. Just like you have the right to be mad, I have the right to not get that shit. You know? I wanted to, but my immune system said it's good, okay? It doesn't need to be tampered with, okay? It said it's good, okay? Let's be real. 99% of you motherfuckers wouldn't use a shampoo that's not FDA approved, but you're willing to get some experimental government injection. Okay, there's more evidence for UFOs being real than that vaccine being healthy for you. Just saying. If the aliens are out there, ready for y'all to come get me. Let's get the fuck out of here. Or am I gonna need my vaccine papers?
So he's just been trolling. But he took a lot of flack for that. And I think like even, I forget which, was it the New York Post or something? There's like, how did Tom Hanks have this son? Like those were the headlines from the mainstream
You
media.
really can't come out and like kill the vaccine.
You can't say anything about COVID. You can't have an opinion. But shout out to Chet Hanks.
Shout out to Chet Hanks.
Making me laugh at least.
I'm cool with the vaccine. That's all for y'all. But anyway.
Cool. All right, that's it with the silly shit.
All right, so last thing, this guy is silly too, because it's a silly fight. But
yeah.
So Triller is throwing on, I guess they're called Triller Fight Club now, but they're throwing on an event September 11th. I believe this is the first event since the Jake Paul, Ben Askren one. I could be wrong, but they're doing, the main event is going to be Oscar De La Hoya versus Vitor Belfort. And then in the co-main event, they're doing Anderson the Spider Silva versus Tito the Huntington Beach bad boy Tito Ortiz. Both are 46 years old. Wow. Getting up there. We won't. Joe Fournier, who was that club promoter, he fought on one of the previous cards versus David Hay and Andy Vences versus Joan O'Carroll. The vote's 100%, so I guess we'll go with those guys. But we'll go into the ones that matter.
Yeah.
So the co-main event, let's start there. Anderson the Spider Silva. He just fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in a boxing fight and actually won it. It was like an upset because people thought Cesar Chavez was going to win. And then Tito Ortiz, he's always been a good boxer, for MMA. But 46. The odds that I saw were Anderson Silva minus 500 and Tito Ortiz plus 350. I'm assuming it's an 8-round fight. I think it was an 8 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. So it's not the typical 3 minutes, but it's 8 rounds, 2 minutes. Who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Anderson Silva. Honestly, if Tito Ortiz knocks Anderson Silva out, I probably won't be able to sleep for a couple of days because for some reason I really don't like Tito Ortiz. So I can't even put any fucking blocks in his box, to be honest. I'm so biased. I love Anderson Silva so much, and the odds are so swayed too. But I probably have Anderson winning by. I see Tito just tiring out and giving up, to be honest.
What round? 2 minutes apiece, 8 rounds.
I'm gonna say 5th round TKO by Anderson Silva.
So the one thing, this fight's September 11th. Today's August 16th. I think they haven't announced a weight because we just saw something one day ago. Tito Ortiz loses all respect for Anderson Silva because he asked to go down to 195. I'm sure Tito's fat ass is walking around at 225 at least. He used to fight at 205 and so he's probably 225, 230. So 195 is a big drop.
Right.
So I'm curious what the weight is. But that being the case, I think I have a feeling it might go the whole time. I'm going to go Anderson Silva by decision.
Yeah?
Yeah. 2 minutes is pretty short.
I see Tito tiring.
It's only 16
out,
minutes. He could last for 16 minutes.
Now with Anderson just fucking jabbing.
Tito was always a hard worker. Like his cardio, he used to go to Big Bear.
Why is he so corny to me?
Because he was a loudmouth, man. He was dangerous.
I used to love him when I was a kid, and then
he was
as
a
I got
loudmouth,
older,
Jenna Jameson. He just has this thing that's kind of people didn't like. But
he had that. Did you ever see that video when he's trying to be motivational and he's talking about the lion?
No.
In
Alec
the
did show me. He's
conference?
like, "Did you see when Tito Ortiz that dick pic?" I'm like, "No, bro. I didn't see Tito Ortiz's dick pic. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? No, I didn't." But that did go around. And
How do you just lie
That
like
did
that?
get a lot of news. Like I was like, bro, I mean, no,
I didn't even know
ever
he had
send
a-
me Tito Ortiz's dick pic. That's fucking weird, bro.
You've mentioned 2 celebrity dicks to me in the past 2 weeks, and I don't appreciate it. First off, and that never happened.
What was the first one? You said it.
Shaq.
To me. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You
Anyway.
keep talking about celebrities' dicks, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
But let's skip over that. We just talked
All right,
about
move on.
Robin.
We look at Anderson Silva. So
Cool, nice.
All right, so the main event we got, and by the way, this is in L.A. at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
That would be funny for Tito Ortiz too. He does have a lot of fans. If he can bring some fans, he's from the Huntington Beach Bad Boys, so if he can bring some fans there, that will be funny. Tito does have hardcore fans. But the main event we got. Why doesn't it show the age on them two? Like that's the biggest one. What the fuck is wrong with that?
It's
Oscar De La Hoya versus Vitor Belfort. There are odds out for this one. It's very close. I mean, shit. Vitor Belfort should kill Oscar De La Hoya personally.
Yeah.
But Vitor Belfort is minus 140. De La Hoya's plus 100.
Ooh.
And De La Hoya's got to. Can you please? I mean, De La Hoya's got to be like 50.
You want me to look up his age? Let me see. He is 48.
48?
Yeah.
And what's Vitor? Vitor's up there too, 44. 44, yeah.
Yeah.
But Vitor's a big, strong dude. Like, De La Hoya used to fight like 160-ish, below-ish, or right there. Like, Vitor's fought at 205. So, I mean, this is going to be a bigger weight for Vitor.
Do you think just his technique might just be too much for
That will
Vitor?
help. But Vitor had one of the cleanest striking ever of all the people.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I mean,
well,
you know,
yeah, pure boxing.
he is one of the...
But he's
I
done
mean,
a lot of
legend in
blows
boxing.
since then, and a lot of like wearing fishnets with hookers too. So that doesn't help. And Vitor's like stayed fighting.
So the fishnets...
Probably
with the hookers-
back on testosterone. Yeah, the fishnets, that doesn't help your character.
Yeah. All right, do you think they're testing them or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Vitor, I mean, you can't knock him
You
out.
know
He's
that's
a
the thing.
brick head.
Did you see that just came out with Jake Paul, by the way?
What?
That he's on the Faraz Zahabi, George St. Pierre's coach, came out and said they think he's on steroids or natural performance enhancers.
I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
he got bigger. I did look at some of those older videos, but I mean, I got bigger when I got older too.
Yeah, and
You
he's
know.
training a lot.
Yeah.
I hope not,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Yeah. But he is young. Like, he's only like 24. But anyway, that's not about
Yeah,
this
let's
fight.
take. Yeah.
So Vitor Belfort, Oscar De La Hoya. I'm pretty sure this is 8 minutes, 3-round fights.
Wait.
Who you got?
3-minute round fights.
3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
8 minutes, 8 rounds, 3 minutes each.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vitor Belfort by second round TKO.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna go first round. I think he sleeps him the first round.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want to go Vitor Belfort, but I almost want to go De La Hoya by decision. But I just don't think they're gonna let De La Hoya get knocked out. That's what I think.
What do you mean? He can't take a maybe. He can.
Triller is like now that Jake Paul's in Showtime, they need money. They need De La Hoya to keep winning.
I mean, they're not going to keep replaying this.
Yeah, they will.
Oscar De La Hoya is not going to keep fighting.
De La Hoya, he says he wants 2 fights or something, 3 fights. He said on the Tyson podcast, and he wants to take real pro fights.
When he gets his head knocked
He's a
in by
cokehead.
Vitor
Yeah, he's
Belfort,
crazy.
he's not going to want to take that.
And
I
the
hope
odds
his
scare
family.
me. Why is it so close? Minus 140
Because
plus
Vitor
100.
Belfort's an MMA fighter. He's never shown himself in a boxing ring. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, that's probably
They don't
right.
know he's going to come in and storch him,
Yeah.
you know?
All right, so you're going Vitor Belfort, first
First
round
round-
knockout.
first
I'm
round
going
knockout.
Oscar De La Hoya by decision. Bang! Let's go!
Okay, we'll see. Are you going to put money on that?
Probably not.
Probably
I won't
not,
bet a
right?
48-year-old cokehead. But I will bet that boxing is fixed, and they need headliners. And De La Hoya is a bigger headliner than Vitor, so I'm going with that.
Vitor isn't one to just lay down.
No,
for
he's
some
not.
shit-
No, he's
for
not.
some money.
No,
So
Vitor's gonna
then you'd
try.
have to expect that. You're saying like they control it.
I think if
Vitor isn't one to sit.
Vitor could get tired after a couple rounds. If he doesn't starch him in the first 3 rounds, Vitor will start to get tired.
If he's on roids and everything that I think he is, he's not getting tired.
He's getting tired. Roids make you tired.
There's
Roids-
certain ones you can
muscles.
take that make you not
Yeah,
get tired.
he's not on everything.
He's on
Roid,
everything.
DPO.
He's on everything.
If Vitor doesn't get him
EOPs.
out in 3 rounds, De La Hoya's going to pick him apart for the last 4. So that's how I feel. For the last
Okay.
5.
All right,
De
cool.
La Hoya, Oscar De La Hoya by decision. He's going Vitor Belfort by first round, and we both got Anderson Silva. That's our Triller Fight Club De La Hoya versus Belfort fight card predictions and bets.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.
Nice.
All right, where are we at time-wise?
We're over an hour.
All right, cool. So bets of the week, we used to have like fights every week, but we don't. So that's unfortunate. Last week I said my bet of the week was Seahawks at 25-1 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I did put 200 on that. They actually already dropped to 22-1. So that's something. So this week I'm just trying to look for some football futures. The one that I like that I'm starting to think, and it's only minus 145. So I've been looking at these season wins. A team that I'm liking that's getting a little disrespect, I think they're going to be better than people are expected. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts, I think is going to be better. I like I saw him with his team. Like it seems like he's got this real good camaraderie to him. The Eagles wins total is 6.5. There's 17 games this season, right?
Yeah.
They only have to go 7-10. Okay, 7-10. Their over is 6.5 minus 145. Their under 6.5 is plus 115. So I might put a couple hundred on Eagles over 6.5. I think they're going to get at least 7 wins, if not be a surprise and have a chance to win that. The funny thing is to win their division, they're like plus 475 because that division's kind of wide open. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go. My bet of the week is the Eagles over 6.5 wins at minus 145.
Okay. Cool.
That's all
I
got.
actually I have an esports bet. It's a random one.
Let's get it.
But it's for Dota 2. I used to love this team called the Hellraisers. They're going against Namiga Gaming. And when is this?
What game?
Oh, that's
is
today.
That the game? What it's called?
Oh, it's today. So I'm going to miss out on that.
Well, whatever.
But yeah, I have Hellraisers in the Dota 2 Championship League tournament. So
okay, the games they play today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's actually in a few hours.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
yeah.
So
Shout out to Dota
that'll
2.
probably be over by the time it's up, but he doesn't
Yeah.
know who won yet. Wait,
Yeah.
who'd you pick?
Hellraisers.
Hellraisers.
Yeah.
Dota's the game.
Dota 2. Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Racing? Or?
It's like League of Legends. I don't think you
Okay.
even are familiar with that
No,
type
no.
of game. But Dota 2 is like really big in the competitive scene.
Okay.
So.
Shout out to Call of Duty Season 5. My brother's like goes through phases. He'll play for a week and we'll play for 4, but he's fucking what a weirdo, right?
I just can't get into it.
Bro, what do you mean? You just hitting me up every day to play, and then like what
Yeah.
happened 3 weeks later?
It's just-
Nothing's changed. It's just like you're.
I'm too good. There's nothing.
There's
to do.
nothing to like level it
doesn't
out. It's just
excite
like
me.
playing for 2 games just to play.
It's,
It's like,
I get no excitement from it.
you were
know?
liking it for like a week or 2.
I like taking big breaks and then I'm excited to play again.
Yeah,
You know?
but at least Season 5 it's a little different.
Yeah.
Well, Warzone has a new map coming out November 5th.
I'll definitely be
so that'll
playing
be
a lot
fun.
when that comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cop the Xbox too so I can play Halo.
I'm getting some soon. 'Cause I'm gonna wait for Hendrix's birthday.
Maybe get the Xbox so we can. If Halo.
But if I keep the Xbox that I have already, and why don't I just get the PS5?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We got a couple months to figure that out. But is that it? Show.
Yeah, that's it.
Episode
27.
We're getting up there. We stayed consistent, putting out good content, having a little self-belief.
They hear our footsteps.
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I think we had more people come around to watch the last couple ones. They're like, oh wait, they're still recording every week. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, no, we're around. You can follow us on all social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We have a Facebook page, all at KandiShow, KandiShow. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you for that. You can actually watch us and see the video on YouTube live at KandiShow. So I think that's it.
Yeah, posting more on
27.
TikTok, everything. We're being more active. We're pushing. So
Instagram Reels, we're popping out here.
we're getting to, what's the goal? We're getting the next goal is 1,000 subscribers. Are we just
let's
skipping 4?
400.
Okay, we
want
get to 400. And we make it 400 of this one. We're dropping some video reaction today that I think might fucking blow up. So we'll see.
Hopefully. Yeah. But thank you to everyone who's consistently listening to us and supporting us, family, friends, and people that don't know us. We appreciate it a lot. So thank you.
Go KandiShow. Let's get it.
Cool.